Alright everyone, this is actually going to be a series of just random reviews. Alright, let's get right down to it. The first DVD I'll talk about is Shimmer Volume 28. This is a very praised show. You know, it has two great matches on here. The overall show is not something that I would actually recommend, but if you could get your hands on the double main event, definitely try to do that. First match we had Ayako Hamada taking on Sara Del Rey. This is an excellent match. It was for a women's match. I mean, it pretty much doesn't get better than this. Basically, it ended in a disqualification. Referee restarted the match, and then it just got awesome. It was a great brawl, great intensity, great chair spots. Hamada actually did a beautiful powerbomb to Sara Del Rey. The crowd definitely thought it was three. Sara Del Rey kicked out. That was a great near fall. This featured an excellent crowd, and these two women just brought it, and Sara Del Rey finished her off with the spike pile driver. I mean, for two women going at it, you're probably not going to get anything better than this. Everyone should check this out. So next up we have Mischief, Lufisto, and Amazing Kong in a three-way match, three-way dance. This is the other match that people have been raving about. I wasn't that high on this. I still thought it was about maybe a solid 4 stars. It was good, but I don't know. Lufisto didn't do much. She got eliminated pretty early. Then it came down to Amazing Kong and Mischief. The stuff between them was really good. You know, they worked really well together. Just solid stuff for women. Amazing Kong is just an awesome performer, and she's a rare catch. I really think WWE could capitalize on her. I really think she appeals, you know, to I think overweight black women, just like Rey Mysterio appeals to kids. I really think, you know, they could take a big liking to her, and she could draw a lot of money. But her and Mischief put on some great stuff. Mischief did the Devastator to put Amazing Kong away to upset her. I mean, just good stuff. Not amazing. I mean, not are these two of the best matches of the year? No, but for women's matches, they're great matches. So that's Shimmer Volume 28. Probably give it like a 7.5, but the overall show, I wasn't that impressed with it. But like I said, double main event was great. All right, next up we have All-Star Weekend 5, PWG. You know, this is the weekend that really made me a PWG fan. I really started to take notice of the company. They brought in a lot of great talent for these shows. All-Star Weekend 5, Night 1 is great. It's one of the best shows of 2007, in my opinion. This card was just stacked. Rocky Romero and Roderick Strong was stiff as hell. Excellent stuff. I really preferred Roderick back then. He was a little bit more beefier. I just thought it fit him a lot better. But him and Romero slapped the taste out of each other's mouths. Good stuff. What else did we have here? We had Jack Evans and Kevin Steen. These two guys had a great match. Kevin Steen was a little bit lighter back then. Excellent match. Really fun to watch. The tag match was great. There was an 8-man tag match featuring some PWG guys. That was good. A lot of sick moves in the match. But it was a mixed bag, though. You had some mixed talent in there. Kaz Hayashi and Alex Shelley. We've seen this in PWG Sells Out. Great psychology. Great matchup. A vintage Alex Shelley match. And Kaz Hayashi provides a lot of great psychology, and he's just a great worker as well. So that was good stuff. Now this is probably the most valuable match in PWG's catalog. They haven't really released this on a compilation, but this is a dream match. This is one of the best dream matches that could take place right now. Low-Key versus Davey Richards. Now if this match took place today, it'd probably be a lot better. Davey's a lot better now. He's in much better shape. He was a little bit more puffier back then. He was acting like a heel. He worked a pretty methodical match, but him and Loki had a very stiff match. It was great submission wrestling, great strikes. I mean, just good stuff. It wasn't amazing though. Still an excellent match. So this featured Loki versus Davey Richards. So it's on this DVD. Main event was excellent. One of the best PWG matches of all time, arguably the best, some would say. El Generico versus Pac. Excellent stuff. You know, if you just like moves. If you like a whole bunch of high-flying moves with leg scissors, hurricane ranas, dragon ranas, reverse ranas, pretty much everything you can think of, this is the match for you. You know, some people would say Pac got a little bit repetitive in this match, but I still thought it was excellent stuff. It told a pretty good story because El Generico was kind of blown away by how athletic Pac was in this match. So, just good stuff. El Generico defended the belt against Pac, and I mean, I can't say enough about this. This blew my mind by how good it was. All right, All-Star Weekend Night 2. Also Weekend 5, Night 2. This wasn't as good as Night 1, but it featured some great matchups. Claudio and Alex Shelley had a good match, pretty much almost as good as This Means War from ROH. They had a match on that show, which was good as well. So Kaz Hayashi and Pac, another great match from these two guys. Pac stepped up to the plate, had a great weekend, and so did Kaz Hayashi, who you know added some psychology and some great wrestling to this match as well. So. El Generico and Humor Tornado had a match for the PWG title. This told a good story with Candice LeRae on the outside. Her involvement added to the match. It was a fun match. Then the main event, we had Loki versus Samoa Joe. a main event dream match. This match took place back at the original Glory by Honor, but fans really wanted to see this match happen again. People wanted this match to take place at Final Battle 2004, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. But, these two guys were working for TNA at the time, so give them credit. They still went out there and put on a great stiff match. Just a lot of great strikes, a lot of great submission wrestling. Just excellent, excellent stuff. So check this out if you get a chance. All-Star Weekend 5 weekend is... All-Star Weekend 5 was a great weekend. I really, really enjoyed it. All right, next up, we get ROH on HDNet, the compilation DVD. You can see all these matches on YouTube, but seriously, I really think if you're a Ring of Honor fan, this is something you need in the collection. It has the best ROH on HDNet match to date, in my opinion, by far. This is that match, Jerry Lynn versus Bryan Danielson versus Tyler Black versus Austin Aries, the Fatal 4-Way. This is so fun to watch. Everyone, I think everyone needs this in their collection. I just think it was amazing. You had some great matches with Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson. They had two matches that didn't really end with the winner, but there were still great matches. What else was on here? American Wolves versus Kevin Steen and El Generico. The tables match on HDNet when American Wolves won the tag team titles. That was awesome. That was a great tables match. That's how a tables match is pretty much done. So definitely check that out. Plus, there's a lot of great other matches. Every match is pretty much at least 3.25 stars. You had Austin Aries and Roderick Strong, which was solid. Bryan Danielson and Austin Aries was good. Kenny Omega was featured in some matches. So everything on this DVD was great. So definitely check it out. It's only $15. Next up, we have Lockdown 2010, and here's where the negativity is going to come in for this video. I did not enjoy this show at all. I really think it was a bad lockdown. I just think every single lockdown. I don't like the concept. I don't like the pay-per-view. I just don't think it works. Name me one lockdown that was amazing from top to bottom. 2006 was probably the best one, but even that pay-per-view, I really wouldn't even call that great. But just a lot of stuff on the show that I hated. I really think TNA, they do a horrible job of giving their matches enough time. There's too many promos. There's too many backstage segments. They cut away from the matches way too early. I just hate a lot of things about this promotion, but I don't know. The X Division match, it was good stuff. They let their guys go out there and do their thing. Kazarian looked great, hit some nice Northern Light suplexes, and it was good. Just didn't get enough time. But Kurt Angle and Mr. Anderson, give these guys credit. This is the match of the night. This saved the show, in my opinion. Angle just put on an amazing performance. He did the moonsault off the top of the cage. I was thinking, what the hell is he thinking when I heard that he did that moonsault? I'd never expect him to do anything like that again, but Kurt Angle is just a machine. This match had intensity, it had storytelling, had everything. Kind of a combination of the Benoit Cage match and the Shane McMahon King of the Ring match. Just really, really enjoyed that. Definitely a match of the year and a match to see. And it just sucks that Kurt Angle's in TNA. I really wish he would finish his career off with the WWE, but at the same time, maybe we'll get to see RVD and Angle at Bound for Glory, which I can't complain about that. So, yeah, AJ Styles and the Pope, it was a good match. It flowed really well. The crowd was hot for it. I think Pope has a lot of talent. It was going really, really good, but once it ended, it just fell flat. It was like, they built this match up for months. Against all odds is pretty much just done to set this match up, and it was just, I don't know. I guess True Slayer, after he saw Lockdown, he decided that he wasn't going to review TNA pay-per-views anymore, and I completely agree. This just left a bad taste in my mouth. And the Lethal Lockdown match sucked. I thought it was the worst Lethal Lockdown ever. Nobody impressed me here. This match had nothing about it that stood out to me. I didn't think it. I just thought it was awful. I could not wait for the match to end. I thought the ending was disgusting with Hogan and Flair brawling at the end of the match. People were booing in the crowd. I just thought it was tough to sit through. I just did not like it. So, like I said, Angle and Anderson saved the show. Not a good show, in my opinion. Maybe a 7.0, but that's being generous. Next up, Extreme Rules. I liked Extreme Rules. Like other people have said, I think this is almost as good as WrestleMania. It was really, really good stuff. I thought CM Punk and Mysterio, in my opinion, this is the match they should have had at WrestleMania. This got time. I thought this was great. I thought it was about 4 stars. Really, really good stuff. Triple H and Sheamus kind of had a tough time getting into it. Not as good as their WrestleMania match, in my opinion. What else did we have? We had Jack Swagger and Randy Orton. I thought these two guys worked well together. I thought it was fun. It was a nice no disqualification match. Randy Orton's really impressed me as a babyface. This could have been better, but I thought it was good for for the amount of time that it went. Edge and Jericho, the steel cage match. I thought this was good. I thought it was actually better than the WrestleMania match. You know, the problem is with their matches, you know, the crowd just wasn't into either guy. Edge just sucks as a babyface at the main event level. It just doesn't work for whatever reason. But the actual match is good. It features some great stuff. Jericho hit a springboard code breaker. That was awesome. Edge did some nice spears. It was just a lot of great wrestling here. I mean, Edge and Jericho have great matches, but you know, like I said, the crowd reaction just wasn't there for them. So, and then we had Batista versus John Cena, the last man standing match for the WWE title. I'm just not a big fan of their matches. I just don't like the combination. I just don't think their chemistry is that good. I just don't enjoy watching them wrestle. But I'll give this match credit. It was fun to watch. They did some pretty good, some pretty innovative stuff out there for a last man standing match. You know, it had a pretty nice finish, good table spots. You know, it's a good match, but it's not something that I really want to go out of my way to see again. But Extreme Rules, give them credit. You know, WWE put on a solid pay-per-view.